Best of luck. Be Stephen for the ball.
And welcome back. We've got the number 17 seed, Stephen Bunting, getting
Outside.
his campaign underway here against the real deal, Mike De Decker.
Outside.
Mixed couple of days for Stephen Bunting, quarter-finalist on Wednesday. But first round exit yesterday to Gary Anderson, who was well beaten. So
25.
looking for a better run here today, the Bullet. But a tricky opponent, Mike De Decker.
25.
Mike De Decker, who's had similar days. Won his opening match, lost the next round. He lost to Danny Noppert on Wednesday. Lost to Jim Williams in the second round yesterday. That followed wins
25.
Ivanhoe Wednesday, Henderson yesterday. So looking
25.
to cause an upset here. But this is a board so far that's been very scrappy. Wins already for Darryl Gurney and for Florian Hempel, but no one
Outside.
seems to be performing like they can. It may be one of those days where someone just scraps their way through the ball.
25. Stevens won the ball.
Could be one of these two. Bunting's won the ball and will start proceedings here. Winners are playing Max Hoppen or Matt Campbell. That's the final match on this board. Bunting getting us underway. Stephen, who
45.
disappointed in the World Match Play. He lost in the first round. His opening match of the tournament as well, lost to Christoph Ratajski. Many people thought that Bunting would win that match, but
59.
the return to form of Christoph Ratajski, who almost caused the upset of beating Peter Wright, but in the round after. But Bunting now is
140.
looking just to have a solid run here. Both players will have a tilt at qualifying for the World Series of Darts finals tomorrow.
140.
Yeah. A couple of 10-40s exchange, but Mike De Decker was impressive in the World Championship. Beat Darius Labanowskis in the opening round despite
134.
Darius winning the opening set with a 9-darter. Came back to win that, and he lost to Dave Chisnell the round after, but he played well, Mike De Decker.
138.
First signs that he was starting to find his way in the PDC. A good opening leg. Bunting first
100.
to a 2-darter. De Decker on a finish was a big one, but it's on, and he'll like that guide. He's stepping back well, stepping to the side. Unlucky. Deflection didn't help him there. Well thrown down,
83.
but Bunting for the opening leg here. De Decker, who failed to qualify
50.
for the Gibraltar Darts Trophy on Tuesday evening. Lost to Raymond van Barneveld in the last leg decider. And obviously the Belgian one, he will be in the host qualifier.
56.
Closer to the time.
Game shot.
Bunting takes the opening leg. Survived a dart and a double from De Decker, but Bunting leads here. Lost 6-1 to Gary Anderson yesterday, so at worst he's going to equal that scoreline, but he's thinking about having a good run today, Stephen. Looking at the board as well, he'll fancy it. Not that the players look how the rest of the players on the board have played, but it just seems
100.
just that little bit of class will find its way through this board today. May not even need 100 average, just that little bit of quality. So far we've seen it in spells.
134.
Bunting spending £100,000 at the World Championships
140.
in December/January. Semi-finalist 2 years ago, and that's what rejuvenated Stephen Bunting. And credit to him when he did that, because it was on the back of disappointment of having to withdraw from the Grand Prix after a failed COVID test.
$60.
Mike De Decker won't be at the next PDC ranked event on PDC TV, the Hungarian Darts Masters, because
40.
Hungarian Darts Trophy, I should say, sorry, because he lost in the final qualifying round to Stephen Bunting, 6-5. Bunting will be in Hungary. That's his next darts. I'm sure he'll be ticking over during the break in August, and he's just applied some pressure to the 130 of Mike De Decker here.
105.
He's the ball twice now. 2-0. Bunting, if he pins this, 24. Yeah, it gets
Game
it. Good start from Stephen. Doubles his lead here. Having a better day already than yesterday. The Decker also didn't qualify for Jena, so could do
60.
with qualifying tomorrow. And the Belgian Darts Trophy to keep himself busy-ish in September.
140.
Really nice action, De Decker. The man he beat in the opening round yesterday, John Henderson, currently in action, is Vincent van der Voort. They've played already this week, and that's some tie. 4 apiece, Henderson and van der Voort. 101 average Voort, 105 Henderson.
96.
It's good to see Hendo playing better. Yesterday's champion, Keegan Brown, is 4-3 down
96.
to a fellow Brown, John Brown. Showing some guts, John Brown. Last 24, 48 hours. Bruni.
180.
Bunting really starting to assert himself in his tie. Looking to consolidate that breaker throw and get himself
95.
halfway to the second round. Even though he's not on a finish, it's still favouring from here. It's a big ask for De Decker, the 170. There we see. It's a bright start from both players.
45.
Won't be happy with that though, Bunting. Lucky. He's done that twice now.
130.
Good setup though from Mike. Yeah, I said he fired in a good down the treble 19 earlier on the 164. Couldn't follow it in. Does it there, but we'll be looking on nervously now. Even more so now. Top to Bunting for 3-0.
Game shot.
Oh, that hurts. It caught a deflection as well. De Decker had teed up the leg brilliantly, but quality from the bullet, and he leads 3-0. Big win for Jamie Hughes. 6-1 over
100.
Scott Williams. 100 average well. Good to see Jamie playing well again. We talked about in the previous match about the tournaments coming up down under. Simon Whitlock's there. He's just played really well against Adam Hunt, 6-3. With an average up towards 103. And over on the other streaming board, there's an all Dutch affair taking place.
131.
Jeffrey de Swan currently 3-2 down to Geert Nenches. But here, it's been all about Stephen Bunting so far.
120. 60.
Now De Decker will be glancing over at the scoreboard nervously. He's 3-0 down. He could be going 4-0 down. This is good from Bunting. Really good.
140.
Right on cue. 4-0. A couple of 140s to start
58.
leg 5. Bunting well on his way to a matchup with either Max Hoff or Matt Campbell. Former finalist Matt Campbell on tour this year.
100.
Another treble 19 leaves a finish.
95.
Unlucky. Just De Decker edging slightly ahead, but you feel it's going to take some turnaround. It's going to take some collapse, but
25.
there's a little opening for Mike De Decker to wrestle one of these breaks back straight away. Just got to set up the shot here. That's good.
100.
It's okay. Well, yesterday's champion, Keegan Brown, is out. He's been beaten by John Brown. Credit to John Brown. Pleased for him. And it shouldn't take the gloss off what's been a fantastic few days for Keegan Brown.
159.
Again, Stephen Bunting's tech play. He hit 177 to leave 24 in leg 2. He's done it again here in leg 5. Well, leave 24, I should say.
46.
159. Bunting for 5-0.
Game
It
shot.
is 5-0. This is impressive from Stephen. And De Decker fears the worst. Long way back. Bunting within a leg of a place in round 2. We mentioned. There we see impressive performance. De Decker will feel hard done by here. But just been the
134.
timing of Stephen Bunting. Some big shots to tee up shots at the back end of legs, and Decker will scarcely believe he's
140.
finding the standout performance on this board so far. He's through to the second round. There we see highest check at 120, but the average, the 1-2, 102, the 55% check. But it was the setup play which impressed me. But it's Bunting who breezes through 6-0 over Mike Decker. He'll face the winner.